Hi, Gabby. How are you today?
Okay, Holly.
Good.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Really long week. You won't
How was that?
believe what happened this week.
What happened?
So I was out with my buddies, and I was driving around, like I do, and we went to the gas station to just get some gas, and this guy was just sitting there pumping his gas, and he was taking so long, Holly, so long. So I decided I'm just going to drive around him, and when I went to go drive around him, I thought I hit a curb. And so I just kept going, but I didn't hit a curb. I hit his car.
Oh,
And I didn't know that.
Okay?
Yeah, everybody was fine.
Okay.
I was totally overreacting, Holly. Like, he was acting like I was driving, 25 when I went by him. He was acting like I hit the whole side of his car when I went by him. Like, maybe my mirror hit his mirror. He was this old guy. And so I just kept driving because I was like, I didn't think I hit him anyways, but I just was driving. So I start, speeding. Next thing I know, I hear the sirens and the lights go on. And Holly, would you believe it? Next thing I know, I'm arrested on the sidewalk.
You were arrested?
Yep.
Oh, you must have been scared.
No. They let me go. Well, they let me go, but at first I was kind of like resisting, and I was like, "What the fuck are you stopping me for?" Like, I didn't fucking do anything. I hit a curb, and I mean, I'm still pissed because it was a mirror.
Yeah, it was a big deal for you, but
yeah, that old
too
guy
much.
was like just wicked overreacting. So they took me in, and at first I was like, "All right, Gabby, play it cool. It's not a huge
Listen
deal."
to them. And
I was listening,
Good.
but then the guy just kept being like, "Tell me what you did. Tell me what you did." And I was like, "I didn't fucking do anything. I didn't do anything."
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I'm yelling.
Were they
calling my
you?
mom? No, well, maybe, I don't know, but they weren't listening. Like we're listening. You want to listen and hear and listen. They weren't listening.
Yeah.
So the next thing you know, they're calling my mom. And they're like, "You need to come pick her up." And my mom's all, "Well, she's got borderline personality, so like." And she just shouldn't be out there telling everybody.
Yeah,
it's not her business to tell.
Nope.
And
I
get it.
Woman.
I get it. She's looking out for me. But then I get to the car and she's all trying to lecture me on, "Listen, Gabby, your reckless behavior, and this is what happens. And you shouldn't have been in Southbridge tonight. You were supposed to stay in Sturbridge."
She sounded worried.
She sounded pissed off, is what she sounded. So then I got pissed off.
Yeah.
So now I'm yelling at her, and I'm tired of having to yell at people all the time, It's a lot.
Yeah, at that level, like your anger and anxiety, did you feel it was really like
I felt a lot of everything, I think.
I'm so sorry you had a rough week with that, getting arrested and dealing with your mom. It sounds really frustrating, and everyone yelling at you, and you have to yell at them.
Everybody's yelling at me all the time. Like, then they're all, Gabby, one minute you're fine, and the next minute you're yelling. But it's like, of course I'm yelling. Because everybody's always coming at me like I'm the fucking problem.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. Pissed off, I guess.
Pissed off? Okay.
Yeah.
I can definitely understand why you would feel pissed off.
Yeah.
That would be frustrating to be arrested and then on top of it have mom on you about it.
Yeah, like I was just, that guy shouldn't have just been sitting there so long, then I wouldn't have had to drive around him and none of this would have happened.
And then her mentioning your disorder right out.
Yeah, and who does that? I would go walking around going, "Mom, you're probably bipolar." Like, that's her fucking business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then I went upstairs and I did some of the coping skills that we talked about,
What coping skills did you do?
I read for a little bit. Well,
That's
I put on Audible and I paced around the room, and then after like 15 minutes I sat down and then I felt better.
That's good. You felt better. Were you able to sleep that night?
Yeah. I slept fine, but last night I didn't because my mom came in my room and she was all, "You really need to stop being so reckless all the time because they're going to take away your license. What if you go to prison? If you go to prison, I'm going to hurt myself." And she just really shouldn't be guilting me like that.
It doesn't make you feel good, but it sounds like she is worried about you losing your license and
I'm worried too.
Because if you do lose your license, then you lose your job, right?
Yeah, and I'm worried too, but I'm not doing anything like that crazy. Like, not doing drugs. I mean, sometimes I dabble with cocaine, but like, only no, I don't drive. Well, only when I do donuts in the yard. But it's just recreationally. It's not an everyday thing. It's fine.
Is this affecting work?
No.
But this is affecting family.
Yeah. But that's because they're always up my ass, Holly. Do this, do that, grow up, be responsible.
I have an exercise that I would like to do to kind of help with, because your family, it sounds like they're stressed out and they might
Yeah,
have a
they
hard time
need therapy.
understanding your disability and the disorder. And I have an exercise that might help to kind of address emotions that might be coming up, and we'll see how that works. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
I guess.
Do you mind if I write down while we have this session? I know I mention it each time, but I just want to make sure with
Yeah,
this.
that's fine.
Okay, good.
As long as you're not writing that I'm crazy in there. Because
No,
if you are,
I don't
and
think
you know I'm
you're
going to flip
crazy.
the table and leave.
No, no.
Are you sure?
I'm sure
All right.
you are not crazy.
Thank you.
Okay?
I know I'm
This is
not.
the borderline talking. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? You're okay.
Okay.
All right? And it was great that you came home and you did your coping strategies. That was great.
Thanks.
You didn't have anyone there to remind you. You knew what you needed to do when you got home.
Yeah, because it was either that or punch a fist in the wall.
And look what you picked.
I know. Well, I just done my nails. I wasn't trying to do them again. So
I like your nails, by the way.
Thanks.
Stylish.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to check in to see where your anxiety level is right now at this
Okay.
moment. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you say you're?
I'm like a 3. I don't feel super anxious right now, but like I don't know. I could end up getting more anxious the more we keep talking. So I'll say a 3.
All right, so if we do get up a little bit and I feel like we need to kind of come down a little bit, we'll do some breathing techniques, okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So I know the last session that we talked about self-image, and we're trying to bring it up and boost your confidence and feel good about yourself. And
Yeah.
I had that exercise where you would look in the mirror each morning and say good 3 positive things about yourself. Right? Remember doing that?
Yeah, I remember.
And have you been able to do it every morning?
I wouldn't say like every morning. I've done it some of the mornings when I wake up and I'm like in a good mood. And I look in the mirror and I'm like, I am smart, I am funny, I am, powerful. Not like take over the world powerful, but like could be a leader or whatever,
Yeah, that's good.
And I say it like that because like, I'm not like convinced. But then some mornings I wake up, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do this today. I have other shit to do, so it's not anything
Is it
personal.
time consuming?
No, I just don't want to.
Is it because you can't think of 3 positive things? Why? What is it that is stopping you from doing this exercise?
I don't know. I guess sometimes I just feel silly when I do it. Because,
Okay.
it's not always
see.
true.
It's not always true.
Yeah.
Why do you think that it's
I
not?
don't know. I feel like you're really coming at me right now.
I'm sorry.
And I just really feel like, I don't know. I just don't always want to do it, okay?
Okay, I totally understand it.
But I even if I didn't do it, maybe the next day I did do it. So it's not like I stopped doing it forever. It's not like I'm not going to do it. I just didn't want to do it every day. That's all.
I'm just happy that you're trying.
Thank you.
That's all I'm happy for.
I know. That's why I kept doing it, because you said, just try. Just try. So every morning I was like, here we go. And some mornings I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. And some mornings I was like, okay, today I am compliant. Today I am respectful. And today I am listening.
And you just started this. This is all new. So it might be a little tough to see what you're talking about when you're saying, when you're looking at yourself. And if you're
I don't always look at myself either. Sometimes I just stand in the mirror and then I go like this. And then when I'm done, I look at myself. I look at myself before and after. Once, I know you need this shit for your notes, so I'll just tell you. Once I did it looking at myself.
Good.
Twice I did it not looking at myself.
Okay.
And then the other 4 days of the week, I didn't do it, and I said, fuck this.
Why are you avoiding looking at yourself?
It's
You know
weird.
why?
It's weird.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, who the
That
fuck
feels
does
weird.
that? People are going to come in and be like, now not only do you have borderline personality, but you're schizophrenic too? And I'm going to be like, no, my therapist told me to do this. Stop getting up my ass all the time.
Well, you don't have to talk about it with anyone if it makes you feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
but what if they walk in on it?
Well, who would walk in on it?
My mom.
Okay. All right. Lock the door.
What if she
You're
hears
afraid?
me? And she's like, who are you talking to, Gabby? You sneaking that boy over again?
If you want to explain to her why you're doing the exercise, explain to her. But if that makes you feel uncomfortable, Do it when you get in your car. You look at your mirror. Right? You get your mirror up there.
I think I could do
You
that.
can always look at yourself then, because that way you are by yourself, and there's no way mom can do it unless she is chasing you to the car. But she shouldn't be, right? You think you feel more safer doing it
In the car, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Then too, I could turn music on really loud and no one can hear me.
Even better, you can still have that music going when you're talking to yourself. If that will help you, I say do it.
All right, I can try that. I can't promise I'll do it every day, but I can try it.
I don't want you to think you need to do it every day. It helps, but if you don't feel comfortable doing it or you can't come up with the words, I get that. If you had a rough night, if you couldn't sleep, or anything that happened and it's too much, I get that. But just try. Okay? Do you mind if we try doing the exercise right now?
Do I have to look at myself the whole time when we do it?
Yeah, not the whole time, but for the most part, I would like you to do a little more eye contact with yourself.
Okay.
Because when you're looking at yourself and you're saying these words, it becomes a lot more truer if you're looking deep in yourself.
Okay.
And looking at yourself, even looking at your lips is saying it can help too. You don't have to always just focus on your eyes, you can focus on different parts of your body too. But a little bit more, not 100% contact, but a little bit more than you usually do.
Okay.
Okay.
I can try.
And just like I said, 3 positive things. It can be whatever you've been told, whatever you like about yourself. It can be as silly as you want it to be, but just keep it positive about you.
Okay. I can try.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So.
Well, that's too close.
Yes, it is.
I don't like that.
I think it's like 3 times closer and closer. Ah, yeah. Looking at you, do. I like your hair.
Thanks.
You got pretty eyes. Yeah.
Stop hitting on me, you're my counselor. Okay, so 3 things. Sorry, I gotta get my glasses on. Are they I statements or just anything?
Anything you want.
Okay.
It can be physical, it can be mental, it could be
My
anything you want.
mascara looks dope today.
It does. Yeah.
My nails are on fleek. That's something we can say maybe still.
I haven't heard that one, but I like that. That is pretty cool.
And I need a haircut, but my hair still looks great.
It
Best
does
quality.
look good. Yeah,
Best quality. It's my hair.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, that was weird for me, but
but
glad we tried it.
You made awesome eye contact.
Thanks.
Like the whole time.
I was kind of looking at my eyebrows because I just had them threaded and for the gram, so Instagram, and yeah. So I was looking at my eyebrows a little bit sometimes.
But you were
I tried. I tried.
At yourself, and you did awesome.
Thanks.
That was really, really good.
Thanks.
Okay, so my homework for you next time is just to you added the physical stuff, right? Which is good. And there were good positive things. Your hair, your mascara, and your nails. Yeah, they look great.
Thank you.
But let's add just one thing, like anything about your personality that you like about yourself, or hobbies that you like
right now.
Do. No.
Next time.
For yourself.
Okay.
The next time. Okay. Whenever you do this in the morning, if you're having a good morning and I'm ready to do this, just one additional thing about your personality, yourself, what people like about you, or what you like about yourself.
Okay.
Strong, smart, anything like that.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions? No? Okay. All right. So, and I just want to make sure that we're clear when you are saying this, I am. I don't have those I am.
So when I'm at home, we want to use the I statements?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was doing this week, but I just didn't know if that's what you wanted to hear.
No, that's fine.
I mean, the few times I did it this week.
Anything where it's like, I am kind, or I am sweet, or anything like that. Okay? And you can, if you're not too sure, you can always search online. Like, anything that you like about yourself, just one.
Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alright, I'll try it.
And I know you just recently tried it, but do you feel like it's helping on those days? Like, do you feel, or is it too soon to say?
I think it's too soon. Because, like, it's good and fine. Like, I start off, when I did it, I start the day off good, but then it doesn't stop everybody from coming at me all the time. So then everyone's all like, Gabby, you're aggressive, and Gabby, you need to stop freaking out. Gabby, keep your cool. And
Okay, so you just mentioning how people say like cruel and aggressive. Do you know what you do? You know when you are feeling that emotion when you are.
sometimes,
Okay, so sometimes you're not able to identify that that's how you're feeling or looking.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes I'm like, well, yeah, obviously I'm pissed off. And sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm fine. And everybody's like, you're clearly angry. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. And then we go back and forth like that. And I'm like, you're fucking making me angry.
Okay, so
And then I get in my car and I speed off. And that makes me feel better to drive fast. So I drive fast and I look around the corners. There's no better feeling, Holly, than that screech coming out of your tires.
I understand the speed, it feels good, and the screech in the tires, but the
good.
safety to me comes first. And you said you drop off the car for them? Is that what you said?
No, I drive away in my car.
In your car, okay.
I'm not gonna give
I mixed
anybody
up
my
car and card.
No, I'm not going to give anybody my number or my car. None of that is happening.
Well, so you talked about your car, how you like it. I understand why you
do
wouldn't want to get that.
I do.
Well, so it is safe to say that you do sometimes have a hard time seeing that you are possibly.
Yeah, I
feeling
guess so.
angry.
I guess that's safe to say.
Yeah. But and your family might be feeling the stress of you not understanding like the emotions and how it kind of impacts them, and it impacts you definitely.
Yeah.
But it impacts your family and your friends. And I want, like I mentioned earlier, of having an exercise to kind of help identify emotions that you might be feeling. Okay. And sometimes we can have a hard time when the emotions come out, what they look like. You know, like what does it look like when Gabby's angry? What does it look like when Gabby's sad? What does it look like? Do you know what those emotions look like?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to, like, show you or something?
Yeah.
God,
We could do one emotion, and if you want, I'll do mine.
But
My
yeah, because if
angry
I have to
face.
make a fucking idiot of myself, I want you to do it too.
I'll join in on the party. Let's do the angry faces. Okay. I'll go first?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna need a mirror just to kinda so I know that this is my
You're extra angry.
I get the teeth out, yeah. I get mad. You want the mirror too?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good at this one. You ready?
Ooh, the eyes and the lips. Okay. That's right.
That's my angry face.
Yeah. A little sassiness in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with people's bullshit, so
Do you
I want them to know that.
Okay. So you know that when you have this face, that is your angry face.
Yeah, but then I guess sometimes maybe I'm making that face and I don't realize it. But it's not my fault. My face is fucking bitchy.
Okay, but it's good that you're identifying that you might not know that it's happening. You could identify it with how other people are reacting,
I guess
their
right.
response. Like if when your mom is looking at you and she's talking to you and you have that angry face, do you see how her actions are? And I'm sure she's yelling at you.
Okay, she does this. She goes, "Can you stop?"
Um,
And I'm like, "Stop with what?" And she's like, "That fucking face, that smug look on your face." And I'm like, "Mom, I didn't make a face." She's like, "They're over there all." I'm like, "That's not even my angry face, Mom." It's annoying.
I can see that being annoying because that facial that you made might have passed and you're already past it, but mom is still remembering that you looked angry. Like
yeah,
there's something
she needs to fucking
going on.
drop it, man. She needs therapy.
Well, what we're gonna try to do, and it's gonna take a little bit of steps, is that I want you to identify when you are feeling angry and have different other emotions that we will be talking about more, but knowing that you do feel those ways. And then when you're identifying it, a couple more steps that we'll be doing, you'll be able to identify when it's happening, why it's happening, how to redirect yourself. Okay? Do you know what I mean by redirecting yourself?
Like what I did when I came home and I listened to my audiobook or whatever.
Exactly. You get it. Yes.
Okay.
Just like that. Okay? Whether it's a coping strategy, whether you need to talk to yourself, whether you got to talk to a friend, anything like that. You have good friends that you can call if you
I
ever
mean,
have-
yeah, but I don't know. They'll probably piss me off too. So
If you feel that that's how it's going to make you feel, it's good that you already know, then don't call them. Maybe you need to just listen to music, read an audiobook. It's been working.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Alright, so we're going to jump into the photo, okay?
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say photo. I should
Well,
say
yeah, I'd
portrait.
rather you not take my picture.
No pictures taken. So the exercise that I want to present to you, it's like,
Is that supposed to be you?
this is me. I haven't finished it because I was thinking that we could do this together.
Okay.
So you can make a self-portrait of yourself, draw it however you want,
I'm
with hair,
totally
no
gonna do a
hair.
better job than you.
I would not doubt it, especially with your eye makeup. I would not doubt it. So I have this as a legend, kind of like a keyboard.
Key.
Like, you ever see like a map and it's like, oh, it describes to you what this road is. You ever see something like
Yeah.
that? Okay. So
Can I just call it a key?
you can call it a key. That sounds good. The only thing I want you to do, it's going to have Gabby's emotional portrait.
Okay.
And
I don't have to put
Yeah,
like
this is
tears
for you.
and stuff on it, right?
no, if you want to, you're more than
Do you have a
welcome to.
pencil? So I don't
Yes.
mess this up.
Oh yeah.
Not that I care about it that much, but
I have a few, but
I can use a pen if you don't know where your pencil is.
I don't know.
I guess it's not a big deal. I'm kind of like a master artist, so it's fine.
Oh, you are? You like to do artwork?
I mean, I was in advanced art in middle school, so now that I'm in high school, though, I don't want people to know that I care that much. So,
Oh, you don't. Well, doing
thanks.
artwork is really a good way it's a good coping strategy. So if you like to paint, draw, color pencil, whatever it may be.
I mean, maybe we can do more stuff another time.
Absolutely. So after you get a good part of your face in there, then we'll move on to how the key should look like.
I'm gonna put my chest in there too, not like my boobs.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's not
Get a nice
important.
shirt in there, right? You can do
Yeah,
that.
well, maybe like decorate my, outfit.
Yeah, styling it up, absolutely. That'll look awesome. So advanced art, like what kind of artwork would you do?
I like to. Well, I don't like to. I'm just good at painting. Sometimes. Oh, this eraser.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's not
it
for me.
is. It is pretty.
Nope, it's okay.
Oh, because I have
It's
another
okay.
eraser
My
you
hair's
can
just,
use.
my hair's just gonna cover up.
If you do need a razor, I got one.
My head's a little lopsided, but it's fine. It's abstract, right?
Yes. And it's only for you. This isn't like you're presenting it to anyone. This is just for you. So what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Music.
Yeah, what genres do you like?
Love Cardi B. I feel like she really gets me.
Yeah. Very nice.
And sometimes, like when I'm feeling down, I like to listen to like metal and stuff. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get that. I can definitely understand that. Get some emotions out.
Yeah, especially when I'm driving. It's nice to drive fast. What emotions are supposed to be in my key?
Okay, well, this is going to be different from for you because it's made only for you. So the idea.
Sorry.
Okay. No
The
worries.
title, like you told me to.
No rush.
This is me with my
Oh,
big hair. It's
I
bigger on this
love
side than this side because that's where my part is. And my head's lopsided. Real life, it's not, but it's fine. It's
No,
not
it looks
serious.
great. You did good.
Thanks.
Okay, so as part of your key, so for me, for mine, I have, these are the motions that
Does
I,
that say bitchin'? No, it says bitter.
I
I was like, feel that.
you could put that. These are the emotions that I feel, and the idea is that, see the anger one?
Yeah.
These aren't for you. If you do feel any of these, absolutely put them in your
Okay.
key. These are the emotions that I have recognized within myself,
Okay.
that I feel.
Do I draw it, like, fill it in where I feel those emotions, or do I do, like, how much I feel those emotions? Or?
Both. Well, it could be where, but more or less it's the amount of anger you're feeling.
Okay.
So as for me, the anger would probably be in the face because that's the biggest portion of this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like for you, if you're feeling,
You should probably go to therapy if you're feeling so angry. I'm just saying. That's what you would tell me to do.
I actually do. So
Oh.
if
Okay.
if you have an emotion of sadness and it's only a little bit that you can recognize that you feel this throughout your daily life, you could just do your eye or your lips. It's not. It's there, but it's not really a big emotion that takes over.
Okay.
But if anger is big, you could do your head, you could do your hair. It depends on what you have in your key for emotions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have like a list of emotions? Sometimes I feel like I don't have the words for what I'm feeling, so I think I need to see a list.
No, I totally understand, and I do. So I have, this side is, good emotions, but these two, the anxiety and the negative emotions are on these two columns. So you are more than welcome.
I can use good emotions, right?
No, this is going to be the bad emotions.
Only bad emotions? Yep. Okay. All right. Then maybe next time we do a good one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry that I came at you about the therapy thing. I was being an ass.
Don't worry.
I should have been more thoughtful. That's not my place.
But look how you recognize that and so quickly. That is great, and thank you.
I felt bad. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that.
Well, thank you very much for apologizing, and that was really good. I'm very proud of you.
Are you going to share your face with me when you're done?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we can share together?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as we have enough time, absolutely. You could be picking any colors you want. I have gel pens, color pencils. Sometimes, if we can't really see or understand really the emotion, the bad emotion coming out, it's good to understand or try to get an understanding of what the emotions are and what they look like and why you're feeling that emotion.
I guess so.
Is there any questions that you have? You're just looking at the list?
I'm just looking at the list.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe using foolish because I do a lot of reckless things.
Yes.
And I think that would be a good word for that.
Absolutely. And just identifying that that's how you are, that is big. You were talking about how fast you like to be in your car and skidding out, and she sounds worried about when you're in the car.
She's worried about everything all the time.
And that's what moms do. They get worried about their children. You looking for anything particular?
Or colored pencils.
Oh, for this bag.
Thank you. Are you using these too?
Nope, you're good. Oh,
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I had one job.
No, you're good. Doesn't help being on the couch, so you're all good. Totally good. Thank you.
I don't want you to look at mine until it's done.
Okay.
Because I want it to be a surprise.
Ooh.
And if you look, I'm going to fucking know. So please don't look. Sorry, I shouldn't have lashed out like that again.
You're okay. It's good that you recognize that you just lashed out and you apologize. That's really, really good. You're making awesome progress with that. Plus, I want it to be a surprise, too, because I'm like, oh, it's kind of like Christmas. I don't want to...
Like a gift?
Yeah.
You can hang it on your wall if you want.
Well,
I just have to cover up my name, so I don't want everybody to know that I feel this way.
Well, actually, I was hoping you were going to take it home. So that way you can keep it in your room, and you don't have to keep it, stuck onto the wall or visible so your friends and your mom can see it. Want it more like that you can have access to it. Put it in the drawer. But if
Okay.
you are in a situation like with your mom and she's just like, why are you making that face?
I think it would be really good if we do the happy one next week, and then I can put them together. So that way, when I look at it, I can people
Yeah,
if
that's
that
a
makes sense.
that's a really good idea. I like that. I'm looking at both. Yeah.
Oh no, I broke it.
Oh, I can. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're
I
fine.
have one job.
I'm gonna actually, because you're gonna keep it for
Oh,
that
oh,
color
yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah,
motion,
I
right?
need it.
Yeah. This always happens with the colored pencils. I'm like, oh man, it just takes like one press, and I'm thinking it's not enough. But
Because they're just so soft.
yeah, it must be really cheap. I tell my secretary to get the real expensive colored pencils. Okay,
Thank you.
that would work. So were you scared when I showed you my angry face?
No, I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Laughter's always good. We were just, presenting it. It wasn't anything serious.
Was mine funny?
It was, and I commented, it was sassy, and I was like, oh, yeah. But it did look like, yeah, you were angry, and you weren't messing around. You meant business.
I always do. I should have probably done my skin color first.
Oh, no order. No worries.
Well, because it's one of the colors.
Oh, which one did I use for that? Ooh. I have blue lips. I just realized it's going to be very funky. Someone's going to think I was in the water too long.
Kinda. Eyes are always the worst because they're never symmetrical.
No, it's really tough. Gotta be a real good artist to get that down.
Okay, I gave myself blue hair.
I like it. Nice. Blue hair. That is fun. Have you ever dyed your hair blue?
No.
No.
I had it pink once.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I kind of did it on a whim. Mom wasn't really pleased, but
No.
it's fine.
Was your whole head pink or just like
Just like
highlights?
streaks on it.
Yeah.
But you know
That's
how
cool.
Mom is. Just always kind of a little much.
It might be kind of tough for her to understand. Different generation, and she probably loves your hair. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Mom, you're a little much. I'm almost done.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I moved really quick.
No, you're fine. Hey, from the sounds of it, it sounds like you can really get into art. You took that advanced art class you were talking about. And who knows? You might have a knack for it. It's always a good coping strategy. I actually have a support group I'd like to present to you that is about It involves artwork and just a good way of expressing your emotions. And you can speak if you want. You don't have to. You can speak through your art.
I mean, maybe I'll go.
Okay, cool. And you don't have to stay long. You can just show up and just kind of observe, because they're used to people doing that too, and they're welcome for anyone to come. That like to just kind of check it out, you know.
Yeah, I guess I can think about it. I'll have to talk to Mom and see if she can, like, drop me off, but
Okay.
I'm sure she won't care.
I have red here now.
I have right here.
Oh, maybe I'll use that one. That might be easier to. And it's gonna be a big one. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm ready when you're ready. But you take your time.
No. We'll go to you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can color while I talk.
No, I want to pay attention.
Okay.
I want to see.
This is me.
Awesome! I love that.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's go in order, or you can start with whatever you want for emotion-wise. Which one you want to start?
So I did blue. I'll go down the list. I did blue in my hair, and blue is anxious. And I put it in my hair because I have a lot of hair and I'm anxious a lot. And my hair is also really wild, and I feel like my anxiety is wild.
Yeah.
I did anger in my lips and my cheeks because I'm not really angry that much, but when I am, I feel it in my face, and you can tell with my words that I use.
Yes.
I did hopeless as purple, and I made my eyes purple and my glasses purple because I don't feel hopeless a lot, but I see myself as hopeless because everybody's always like, "You're never gonna go anywhere, and you're never gonna do anything." So I guess I just see myself that way, so I put it in my eyes. I did pink as unlovable, and I did that as my body because that's where my heart is, and I feel unlovable a lot. And then I did yellow as foolish, and I did the rest of my skin as foolish because I do a lot of really impulsive things. So, I thought that it takes up a lot of my time that way.
Well, thank you for
And I
explaining.
gave myself some dope ass eyelashes.
You did. I gotta say, the eyelashes are very nice and very pretty picture of you. Yourself right there with the emotions. And do you mind if I take it? Okay. I just like how you had the anxious and you had it in your blue hair, and I see that it takes a good amount of how you feel.
Yeah.
Can you remember the last time you felt anxious?
When I have to share this picture with you right now.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you. And I totally understand why you would feel anxious, because you're expressing things that and you don't really talk about it on a daily basis, nor do you acknowledge it throughout the day. So it's good that we're looking at it right now. And it's new, so I can totally understand you feeling anxious. Do you feel a little bit better now to get it done?
It's already done.
Okay. I'm glad you're feeling better. In your anger, I like how you mentioned that you can feel it in your cheeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and that's I like how you displayed it that way. And you're hopeless, and I'm sorry to feel that as well. I like how you have it up here, and your eyelashes look great. Um, unlovable. That's a big portion, and I like how you mentioned how it's by your heart. But when's the last time?
I don't know, like, not all the time, but clearly a lot of the time. Because everybody's always like, you're never going to do anything, be anything, and you're never going to find a man, and you are always running around and being crazy, and I feel like my man's going to love me if I am crazy, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
That's good that you're recognizing, though, that you feel that way sometimes, and why you feel that way sometimes. That's good.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And the last one that you had was foolish.
Yeah, but that's because Reckless wasn't on there. I guess I could have done Reckless, but I took all the words off the key.
But that's closely related,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I did Foolish. Because everybody says I have reckless behavior, and it's part of my diagnosis, and blah, blah, blah. So I thought it was important because my diagnosis is part of me, so I have to include it, I guess.
I'm glad you put it in there, and I'm glad you even, found the term for it, and having it part of your skin, that tells me that it's a big portion that, like an emotion that you do feel a lot, right? With how you are unsafely driving, and I know you like the speed, but to a certain extent, it does kind of question, are you going to cause yourself harm this way? That's big, small worries about it.
Yeah, I get it.
You did a wonderful job. And, you know, maybe take this home and keep it wherever you want in your room. But do you think that this would be a good thing to look at when you are being told that you might be feeling an emotion that you don't understand, or if mom's like, oh, you're angry and you just don't understand where
I
this...
think mom should see it. So she knows what I'm really feeling.
Yes,
Because
like
I know
that.
what I'm feeling. But I don't. She doesn't know. She's not in my head. How is she supposed to know? So maybe she can see it, but I don't know if I want to show her.
You don't have to, but I like how you brought it up, because it could be something that you could do later in time. It doesn't have to be a thought that you got to do it now, but maybe in a month from now. Just see how you feel about it. Get yourself comfortable with these emotions. You don't necessarily need to share them, but just having yourself more aware of when you are feeling anxious, when you're feeling angry, and when you're feeling hopeless. When's the last time you felt hopeless?
Not a lot. That's why it's only a little spot, just sometimes.
Because everyone's
always telling me. So, nobody says I'm hopeless. But, sometimes my mom's like, there's no hope. So, yeah, just sometimes. Not a lot, just sometimes.
But that's something that I can understand why you would want to mention to mom.
Yep.
Because she might not understand that, and she might not see it too, because, like you said, it's a small emotion that you feel sometimes, especially when she's talking that way. But showing this to her might make her understand you a little bit.
Yeah.
And when we see each other next time, I really can't wait to see, what we have for good positive emotions, and then we can look at both of them.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll take this home. I'm going to probably tuck it away for now, but maybe when I have the good one, I can show them both together.
That sounds good.
And maybe she'll understand better.
Yes. And it'll be good too, yeah, I mean, if you show both of them, mom can see the good and the bad. And I like that, yeah. And give yourself a little bit more time and then see what you're comfortable with. Okay?
Yeah.
So I want to check in with you and then end it on a mindfulness deep breathing.
Okay.
Is that cool?
That's fine.
Alright. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your anxiety right now?
3, but a different 3. When I came in, I was feeling all like, fuck it, and now I'm not feeling like that, so it's different.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
No, it does, and I can see how you were when you first came in, and you were upset about getting arrested, and then your mom yelling at you. But now looking at you, you seem a lot more calmer, and I can understand why you might still be a little anxious because you did this, and that made you feel anxious. And other things got brought up, so I totally understand that. Okay. All right. So we'll begin our exercise before we leave.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start with the mindfulness. What are you smelling? Anything significant in my office?
No, not
No?
today.
Okay. Do you smell a little bit of eucalyptus?
A little bit, but I think it's running low.
Okay, I gotta check that.
Yeah.
Noises. What do you hear from noises?
I heard that AC.
Yes.
Thank you for thought out.
Yes. So I gotta keep it nice and cool in here. But are you feeling the coolness on the skin?
Yeah.
Good.
Feels
Good.
nice. I don't feel sticky.
Good. Yes, I hate that stickiness.
Yeah.
And you feel the floor, the carpet, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You are where? Where are you?
Here in your office.
Yes. Good. Okay. Now have you close your eyes. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths. Okay.
Okay.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open your eyes. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. I guess I'll see you next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Great session. You know, you made a lot of progress today. You should be proud of where you are right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, seeing me for 3 months, you are doing really good and making great progress.
Okay, thanks, I guess.
We'll keep at it with the mirror thing, and then we'll check back after that.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll see you next Tuesday.
Okay, have a good one.
You too.
Thank
Bye.
you.